Hey Libra, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle reading for you. We're going to be asking what's coming towards you, what do you need to know about? And if you've never been here before, welcome you guys. I appreciate you just taking a minute to see if it's a fit. For all of you guys who are my familiars, I appreciate and love you. Thank you so much for all your likes and your comments. If you'd like for me to pray for you, it's part of my spiritual practice to do so. Simply say hi or leave an emoji in the comments section. You're welcome to share what you're going through if that's what you're comfortable with. That gives us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. And yeah, I highly encourage it. It lifts you up, lifts everybody else up. We start with the message of the Finch. This is the Divine Feather Messenger deck, and it says, new opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. I'm going to move on to the Angels of Abundance deck. And if this resonates, please like the video. Please subscribe. There's no better way to support the channel, honestly. And it shows the algorithm that it's worth people's time, so you help other Libras see their messages. Secondly, we have organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. So we have new opportunities and choices are opening to you. And then we have organize for success. So it has this theme of being prepared, but prepared for what? Let's get into tarot and see what's coming towards you. I do want to say I'm smiling because I got a new deck and I'm going at the very end of this reading. I'm going to make a fool of myself trying to do these. So this is the mudras, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But they're like basically different hand formations. Some of you guys are already familiar. I know that some of you guys are nodding. And they're just empowering. So each one has a meaning. We'll, of course, find out which one flies out for you. And then I'm going to do my best to create it or whatever. And the idea is that this will be kind of your empowering gesture that you can do. Sometimes in the real physical realm, it can be so empowering to have an action, just like organizing for our success, a sense of control in this wild, chaotic soup. So we'll get to that. But first, Tarot, what's coming towards my Libras? What do they need to know about? Please make it clear, Spirit. It seems that they're preparing for something, new opportunities coming towards them. So we only take the cards that fly out. If they fly in reverse, that's how we read them. This is a conversation and the cards are in charge. I'm just interpreting. I'm going to give you a general idea of where we're going with the energy, and then we'll unpack the cards so we get more detail. We start with the Queen of Wands upside down. That's an interesting character because she's a little bit out of sorts. Now, might be you, but this might be somebody else. It's a fiery energy, and it's somebody who's a little bit unbalanced. So we'll come back to her. We have a very opposite energy, which is going within, the Hermit card. It's ruled by Virgo, and it's talking about that lantern represents wisdom, a deep inner wisdom. And the irony of this card is it has to be dark sometimes to see that light. It has to be dark. So that means that sometimes it's literally shutting out the noise, shutting out the distractions in order to hear and connect with that inner wisdom. Sometimes it's just literally taking a break from people. And then we have Four of Wands. In the center of your reading, we have, reaching a milestone, wanting to reach that milestone. We have structure, stability. This affects home and balance. We've got the Page of Swords, which talks about communications, fresh communications. We'll see what kind. And then we end with the Emperor card. And this is authority. This is ruled by Aries, and it's boss energy in your life. So we'll see what that's talking about. So starting with this character who's a little out of sorts. This Queen of Wands. What's up with the Queen of Wands? What's up with the Queen of Wands? Talk to my Libras. Okay, so this could be, in light of collaboration, there's a sense of not giving up attached to this. There's a newness to it. Okay, we have two individuals. So we've got this Queen of Wands who's somebody not at their best. They can be kind of a scary individual when they're, when they're upright. Like when Queen of Wands is facing upright, it can be a very outgoing, charismatic, confident individual. They run by their instincts. They're like, if you think of A Devil Wears Prada, it would be, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting the fashion icon's name, but it would be that character. Sorry to give you a very bad example that I don't know all the information on, but yeah. So somebody who is really powerful, but when they are upside down, they can be kind of demonstrative or intimidating. They can throw their weight around. They can be stuck in their egos. And so in light of this, this is kind of within a collaboration, it looks like. So that means it could be at work. There's been, I think, some disappointment or heartache connected to this. And this is specifically connected to another individual, the Queen of Cups. Now, this could be your energy or another person in your realm. But the Queen of Cups, in stark contrast, is somebody who's very feeling, compassionate, intuitive, and creative. And they are a gentler energy. And they're a sensitive energy, but it's their sensitivity that's actually their superpower. Unfortunately, the sensitivity can be misunderstood and mistaken for weakness, and that's not the case at all. And so there's this brand new adventure for this Queen of Cups. And a recovery, I feel, is around the corner. We do have a collaboration card, so that recovery could take place by joining another company, by joining another collaboration, basically because this person's an a-hole. So they're not, so there's a sense of not giving up, not throwing in the towel completely, but being willing to take risks on a new venture, I think, to get away from it. Seems like that's what it feels like. Hermit energy, going inward to get perspective and wisdom. You might be reaching out to people that have known you for a long time. If you are representing the hermit and needing that wisdom, which most likely that's the case, and that's why I'm reading it for you. I wouldn't be surprised if getting perspective from people who've known you for a long time, old friends, or even a family member, comes forward with some clarity. And it even feels a little serendipitous, like you might not even be taking the action to directly contact them. There is just this awareness, this energy that comes forward for you. When you go within, when you shut that door, when you're looking at that lamp that is your representative of your inner wisdom, there's something about gaining perspective from the Six of Cups, which is this nostalgic energy, which is oftentimes why in tarot we'll say, oh, this has to do with children or family, people who've known you for a long time, maybe childhood friends, but there's this clarity attached to it. And pay attention to that clarity. It's busting through when you're in that quiet hermit mode. Four of Wands, we have intuition. So you are very much in alignment. When you are seeing this video, when you're seeing this message, you're very much in alignment with intuition, and it's specifically around those milestones, sense of balance and structure, stability. An offer is coming through to you. As you stand, to compound that, this watery individual is on their way to you. They have something they want to offer you. Now, this could be a relationship. This could be something creative too. But this definitely feels, for a lot of you guys that I'm reading for, this just feels like you've learned exactly what you don't want and the energies you don't want to be around. This Queen of Wands upside down. You, I think, are being represented by that more sensitive and intuitive, creative sign of the Queen of Cups. Somebody who's in alignment with everything you've been in, the hermit and the intuition, something that you are calling in an opportunity, and an individual specifically carrying that offer, who is part of your tribe. You don't have to change yourself. You don't have to feel compromised on a deep level in order to reach out and take this gift. What's this Death card? All these swords. I need another deck. So I wouldn't be surprised if you actually get communications soon that are intense about this misalignment of energies. It could be about this Queen of Wands. And just know this, that when you get these communications, whether it's something you see online or via social media, your instant messenger, it could be in your voicemail, it could be a conversation that you have. Sorry that the camera's wobbling. My cat is caressing the camera stand. It's important to know this. You can smile to yourself. Even if these communications are intense, you can smile to yourself because it means that somebody hasn't completely let go. And when we don't let go, when we get the death card upside down, it's kind of like the equivalent of the branches, the trees holding onto their leaves long past autumn, when they're supposed to let go of those leaves so that new growth can come through eventually. And it turns toxic. So for those of you who hear any communications, who hear anything that is like somebody might be reaching out, and they're almost, maybe this Queen of Wands is reaching out, they almost want you to know, this is like the equivalent of them being like, well, I don't want to work with you anyway, or whatever. It's kind of like, what's the point of that? It's just because they somehow haven't let go. And so they are dwelling in that. They're like the tree holding onto the leaf. And so they're dwelling in the decomposition of what was. And when we dwell in decomposition, it's stinky. So sorry. That's the analogy that's coming through. So back to this really exciting adventure. We just got the Fool again. This is our final message for you before we get to the mudras. This new adventure is going to allow you a lot more control over your life. Okay, honestly, I'm sorry. Stop caressing. Please, I love you. Tell us about this new adventure for my leads. Temperance, transformation. This has not been a waste at all. It's like you saw what you don't want in this collaboration. She does one more and then she stalks off. She had to have the final word. Temperance is this transformation. It's like you're being reborn. It's a chrysalis, It's like you're breaking out of this cocoon, and it's a very different landscape. Very different landscape. You are way more in the control seat. The Emperor, as I say that, you get the Emperor again. We start with the Emperor, you end with the Emperor, and in between, there's a brand new adventure. This Temperance is a transformation. So this is basically like, hey, you're ready for this, level up. And, we have this new opportunities and choices are opening up to you now, and organizing for your success. Sometimes it's like, prepare before you know what's coming. Prepare for it. All right, you guys, let's get one of these. And I'm going to make a fool of myself. Some of these are hard to do with your hands. But the idea is that it's going to be an empowering action that you can do and think upon the meaning. So the meaning will come first. What do Libras? Oh gosh, okay, 2. So this one is acceptance. Come to terms with yourself. So first of all, massage the ring of the little finger of both hands 100 times. It's a bit of a ritual. While keeping the mudra breath deeply, so this is an abdominal deep breathing, using your diaphragm. While you breathe out, feel the tension in your belly release and dissipate. And imagine that you are painting a mandala or a silk cloth using lots of red and oranges and yellow, right? That's Emperor energy. Lay the picture like a warming cloak on your belly and let the tones unfold their regenerative and healing effects. And this is what you say to yourself: I use and enjoy the good times and indulge myself when I need to. And so if you look closely, I'm going to hold that up and I'm going to try to do it with my own hands. And so this is the meaning of that. So it's acceptance. Come to terms with yourself. Like that. Okay? And then you actually got 2. It's having its fun with me. Ooh, I love this. Ooh, magic. Be bewitched. Hold that up to you. Life, the universe, and we ourselves are part of a great mystery. Although science purports to know a great deal, in fact, we know almost nothing. If truth be told, we consist of something like empty space full of vibrating energy. Study quarks, quantum physics, it's so true. This unfathomable paradox gives us a clue to the intelligence, the plan which lies behind everything in the universe, a mystery which cannot come to an end with our physical death, comforting, fascinating, and what makes sense of our lives. Put yourself in some holy place. Hello, hermit. A great cathedral or temple in your imagination. Let yourself be infused with a magical atmosphere so that you receive an inkling of the great mystery which determines the hidden meaning in our lives. And this is your mantra. My life is encompassed within the great secret of the universe. I have faith in its benevolence. And I'll show you it's nice and easy. Thank you for being easy. I'm going to show the picture again, and then I'll show it with my hands. So it's actually that middle finger, and the ring finger, the pointer finger kind of goes down like this and rests on the thumb. So you're going to do that twice, right? Like this. Okay. Bringing them together. So that is bewitched, the magic. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope that was helpful. Please say hi, like, and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.